What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'm going to do a recap of my 6-day trip to Iceland. I hope you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of scenery, a lot of scenic pictures, commentary, and overall it was a very beautiful trip. Had a lot of fun. I highly recommend you guys going. Definitely go in a group, go with some friends, and yeah, I would say the best thing you can do is have a good itinerary, plan out the trip ahead, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. So day one of the Iceland trip, just arrived in Reykjavik. It was about a 5-hour flight from New York. Not a bad flight. And yeah, first thing was to find the shuttle to the car rental facility. We ended up renting a car for about 6 days. And I would say that's the best way to do Iceland. Just rent a car. Yeah. For lunch, we got some KFC. We just wanted a quick bite. It was pretty bad, to be honest, but nice experience nonetheless. So this is the first hostel that we stayed in. Definitely a nice hostel meant for students, a lot of younger people. It was a little quiet since it was, I think it was a Monday. And yeah, this is what Reykjavik skyline looks like. A little gloomy. Checking out the dorm room itself. The dorm was pretty small. It was 4 double bunks, a small bathroom, and communal shower. The nice thing about this hostel was that it was very, very convenient. It was in the middle of Reykjavik. The window was literally outlooking the streets. We then dropped our bags off and began touring the streets of Reykjavik. Definitely a nice little city. Very clean. The people were nice. I would say the only limitations are the food options. There wasn't too many restaurants with a variety of food, but nonetheless, definitely a nice city. For lunch, we ended up getting some fish and chips. Nothing too fancy. I will say that Iceland is a little bit expensive, so prepared to pay maybe about $5 more per meal. Yeah. This is another attraction that we went to. It was a massive church, basically in the middle of the city. So in the evening, we decided to go out for a little bit. We came across this pub, and overall, it was just a lot of good vibes. Played some darts. There were a lot of singers, and yeah, it was just a very good mood overall. The people were very nice. Ended the night with some hot chocolate, and that was it for the night. So going into day 2, we woke up, got some coffee and some pastries, and then we were on our way. Our first activity of the day were the ATVs. We went on an ATV tour. I definitely recommend it. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, we got to see a lot of some of the scenic parts of the city of Reykjavik. We then got some lunch before we began the second leg of our journey. So back in Reykjavik, and now we're about to head off to Fludir. This is just some pictures of the Reykjavik skyline and along the coast. As you can see, it's pretty gloomy. It rained. So now we are on the road. We are driving towards an area known as the Golden Circle. Yeah, definitely very, very beautiful roads. We stopped along the way just at some random attractions. This is the first national park that we stopped at. There were a lot of divers and some other tours that were going on here. We didn't stay too long, but definitely some good sights to see. So back on the road, and here is one of our first main attractions, the Gullfoss Waterfall. The video definitely does not do it justice. It's absolutely amazing. Coming to the end of day 2, we stayed at a little guest house in Fludir. Nice and clean, very small. Starting out day 3, we are now at the Golden Circle. We drove past a lot of waterfalls. So the main waterfall is the Skógafoss Waterfall. It's definitely a very popular attraction, absolutely breathtaking. I really enjoyed my time over here. So right now we're at the bottom of the waterfall. Some pictures. And yeah, this is kind of the entrance. This is like a top view of it. There's like some winding stairs that let you climb all the way to the top. And as you can see, it's pretty massive, pretty tall. This is a famous fish and chips van, so we got some lunch over here. It was really good actually. And then we got in the car and we kept driving, and we just stopped at some random attractions along the way, just some more waterfalls and scenery. Did a little bit of hiking. And now we're back on the road. This is our third hostel. It's actually really nice. It's really near the Diamond Beach and the Black Sand Beach. Decided to do a little tour of the hostel just to show you guys. It's very modern, very clean. This was the bathroom. This is the foyer and just main living space. Lots of bathrooms, lots of showers. It's co-ed. And this was the inside of our room. So it was 4 bunk beds. Yeah, and pretty good size too. So not too bad, especially if you're going in a group. So here's day 4. This is the view outside of my window. So now we're here at the beach that's actually very near the hostel. Has black sands and yeah, very, very pretty. Just tons of scenery overall. It was very windy up here actually. And just coastline for miles. So we are now back on the road. We are now driving towards all the glaciers. Very pretty drive. You're now looking at one of the largest glaciers in the world, I believe. We didn't get that close to it, but we definitely drove past it. We're now at this lagoon. It was basically huge chunks of ice just floating everywhere. There were some seals in the water, and yeah, just very pretty area. You can take some really good pictures over here. I highly recommend you come here. And yeah, after this, we ended up getting some lunch. I highly recommend you guys try the hot dog stand. It was honestly the best hot dog I've ever had. So day 4, we stayed at the same hostel as the night before. And again, just driving around and looking at a variety of attractions. Honestly, Iceland is just so beautiful. You can literally drive and stop anywhere and take some breathtaking photos. We ended up doing some hiking and yeah, watch the sunset. So day 5, we're now returning to Reykjavik. We drove past some geysers and now we visited the Blue Lagoon Resort. I highly recommend the Blue Lagoon. I would definitely book in advance because it does fill up pretty fast, but nonetheless, definitely worthwhile. So for the last night of Reykjavik, we went out for the night. This was the hotel we stayed in, Hotel Vaughn, and yeah. So for our last day in Reykjavik, we woke up, had some breakfast, walked around the city a little bit, and then we were back off to the airport for our flight back to New York.